The Three Princes. Once upon a time, in the kingdom of New Lankert, there lived a king called Omat. He had 3 sons, Odin, Oscar, and Oliver. Odin was the oldest and loved to paint. He spent all his time in the kingdom woods where he would create beautiful paintings. The second prince, Oscar, though talented, was extremely fickle-minded, as sometimes he wanted to be a painter or a doctor and even a dancer. The youngest one, Oliver, was spoilt and rude. He would throw tantrums at all the servants and would never be satisfied with their services. King Omat was very worried. All his 3 sons were grown men, but were nowhere ready to take on any responsibilities. One day, he decided to call them to him.
Yes, Father? You called for us?
Yes. You see, my children, I have served this kingdom with everything that I had and would now like to travel the world. But I want you to take over the responsibility.
Father, I'm sorry, but I still have to find my true calling. I am still figuring it out and would really appreciate it if there is no pressure.
But, Oscar...
Sorry, Father.
Odin, Oliver.
Father, I know you think I'm ready to take on responsibilities, and honestly, so do I. But I'm not the eldest, so shouldn't Odin be the one to take it?
Yes, but you can try to help, can't you?
No thanks. I'd rather play around with my friends than do boring administration work.
Saying that, Oliver left. A sad King Omat now turned to Odin.
Odin, my firstborn, help your father.
Father, I have told you before, I have no interest in becoming a king. I'm sorry to hurt you, but I want to go to Rome and become a painter.
With a heavy heart, Odin turned and walked away. As soon as he walked out of the door, Omat looked up angrily.
Ugh, I told you this would never work. My sons are the last ones to fall for this emotional nonsense. I should have just ordered them to do what I want.
And from behind the chandelier emerged a fairy. Her name was Kitto.
Calm down, my king.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one trying to get 3 grown adults to run a whole kingdom.
Why don't you play them at their own games then?
And what does that mean? Oh, that does sound fun. All right, Kitto, let's do that.
That same day, the king went up to Oliver.
Hello, Oliver. Admiring your sword, I see.
Isn't it magnificent, Father? And so shiny.
But what use is a clean sword which won't ever be used?
What? Of course it will be used.
By whom? You? Oh, my son, you are only 19. I was strong and brave at your age, but you? Well, don't worry. You'll be ready when you're, 60?
60? I expect to be king sometime sooner than that.
A king who doesn't even want to go through the training to become one? Son, you have a long way to go before you become a king. Like I said, at the age of 60.
Oliver was shocked to see what his father thought of him. He was angry.
Oh, well, did it work?
Easy as stealing candy from a baby. He's all rattled up.
Not funny at all. I hope your plan works.
It will. Now, 1 down, 2 to go, my king.
The king went to his second son and found Oscar surrounded by flower pots.
Father, look! I found a new hobby. Gardening. Fun, right?
Oh, well, my son, I came to tell you that I won't force you to take any royal responsibilities.
Really? That's great!
I mean, it's obvious you aren't meant to be a king. A king is always certain about what he wants.
What? I'm certain, I guess.
Of course. I'm sure the people would love a ruler who can't decide between being a king or a jester. Well, enjoy your new hobby, son. Toodles!
He doesn't think I'm certain enough. All right, I will go out tomorrow and prove him wrong.
At last the king came to his eldest son, Odin.
Wow, really magnificent.
Oh, why, thank you, Odin. Didn't know I still had the looks in me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Father. I meant the rose bush behind you.
Never mind, Odin. I came to ask you if you would like to paint something other than the woods.
What? But what's wrong with my paintings?
Well, I mean, they have so many trees and bushes and trees. Why not try painting mountains, landscapes, something different, a little challenging?
That is a great idea. I'll set out tomorrow to paint new places in the kingdom. Thanks for being so supportive.
What more could a father be?
Now it's your turn, kiddo. I've done my part.
The next day, Oliver disguised himself and set out of the palace walking.
Ha! I will prove it to my father.
He didn't, however, realize that Kitto was following him. Soon he came upon an old lady carrying a basket of apples.
Here's my chance. Yahoo!
Oh, no. Young man, would you help me?
Me? But you're the one who dropped it.
Oh, how rude! Even the king would be kinder than you. This startled the young prince, as no one had ever spoken to him like this.
I'm sorry?
Well, at least you apologize. Oliver was so confused that he started to pick the apples up for the old lady. Well, now you helped me. Thank you. She gave him a big smile and went away. Oliver continued to wander, thinking deeply.
Those soldiers are having an interesting chat. Let's get our baby prince there. Hi-ya!
Oh, my sword!
Sword? Oh, soldiers!
Oliver went over and listened to their conversation.
What do we do? Do you think they will attack?
Don't know, but we should lay low.
Lay low? When an enemy exists, we attack.
Haha! What's with this kid? You can't just attack an enemy.
Yeah. If that leads to war, think of the people of the kingdom. Don't worry, kid. These things are a matter for the king and his army.
And the princess, too.
On hearing this, Oliver felt ashamed.
I never knew there was so much to learn. Father really takes care of so many responsibilities all by himself?
It's working. Now for the next one.
Oscar was out roaming in another part of the kingdom.
This is so exciting. Ooh, a painter. I could definitely make a better painting.
As he went further, Kiddo suddenly saw a group of performers who were sitting around sad. She smiled.
Yeah!
Oscar heard the sound and went up to them.
Performers! But why are you all sad?
Well, our king has called important guests from the neighboring kingdoms, but we don't feel our dance is enough. We want to give the guests a good show.
Oh, I dance pretty well, you know. Let me help you.
And so he danced and taught them well. In the end, all the performers were in full spirits, ready for the show.
Thank you, young man. We really needed that. Hope you come watch us perform. Bye.
Oscar felt very happy that he had actually helped someone by using his talents.
If I use my other talents to help more people, then maybe running the kingdom won't be such a bad idea.
Yes! Just one more to go.
Kiddo looked around for Odin and found him sitting near a river.
Oh no, I should move him to another place.
This place looks amazing, and I've almost painted most of it. Now I just have to...
Now!
Oh my! My painting! It's all muddy. Let's move somewhere else.
So he carried his paints and board and walked away.
This place seems fine. No weather mayhem's happening here.
He started to paint and was almost done when a man carrying a pail of water happened to walk by.
Closer? Closer? Now!
Whoa! Whoa! Ah!
The water from the pail spilled all over the painting. Odin was now furious.
How annoying! I just want to paint a very beautiful scene.
I'm very sorry, young man, but if you want to paint a beautiful scene, I can tell you where to go. It is full of luscious green meadows and beautiful ponds where swans swim.
That sounds amazing. Tell me, where is it?
The man directed Odin to the place, who hurriedly rushed there.
I've reached here. Finally. But wait. There is nothing here but dry land and scrubs. That man tricked me.
At that moment, a young girl came walking up the path.
Hey, kid. Can you direct me to the place where there are beautiful ponds where swans swim?
This is the place, or it was, before it was hit by a famine, and the poor people had to vacate the area. The king must not care about us.
You're wrong. The king cares a lot. He just doesn't have any help.
Odin suddenly realized what he had said. The girl wasn't interested and just walked away.
How horrible. Beautiful place like this, ruined, even after poor father tries so hard.
Finally, my work is now done.
Back at the palace, the king was sitting alone, dreaming of his holiday.
Warm sunshine, lazy rivers, sweet coconut water. Oh, when will these children say they're ready?
Father! Father!
We're ready. Huh? What? Okay. Father, we traveled the kingdom and saw how well you rule it.
We saw that you really need help as well. And
We are ready to take on our responsibilities.
The king was so moved, he teared up then and there.
My children, I knew you'd understand.
And so, the three princes joined hands to rule the kingdom. They did pretty well, since they were already smart and quick in their ways. The king, on the other hand, enjoyed himself lazing around on a beach under the warm sun.
This is the best thing. And this coconut water is really tasty. Right, kiddo?
Oh, most definitely, Your Highness.